Hey guys, Warhammer here, and today I am playing Madden 24. This will be the Superstar Career Mode, and now I gotta decide which one I want to play as: linebacker, cornerback, wide receiver, halfback, quarterback. Easily my best is a halfback. I'm a really good running back in this game. My worst, that's between quarterback or cornerback. And for those of you who do know that this game has music, to be on the safe side, I don't want to catch any copyrights. Unfortunately, the music is fire, and I had to turn it down, so you will not be hearing their music. Linebacker, I'm all right as. Wide receiver, I'm all right as. Halfback's my best. So, I'm going with halfback for this. I'm going to try to finish this out a year or maybe two. Don't know how long this year is going to last. War. And usually I don't show you creations of characters on Madden. For those of you who watch my old series, I'm on Madden 23. I want to say it was. Yeah, 23. Sounds right. I love to typically just build my character, then show you the aftermath. So today I'm just going to Orlando sign. I don't know where I'm coming from in this game. College. If I'm from Orlando, that means I'm going to I want my character to go to a Florida college. But usually I don't bother. But you know what? I thought I'd go ahead and show you. I know the last, hold on 1 second here. So, okay, sorry. I know the last, I'll make sure my sound is right. I know my last, Madden series. Florida, Texas, fine. My mic was messed up, and you could not understand me. So, okay, I'm okay with that. I just want to change the skin tone. Yes, thank you. That's what I want to change. Okay, that looks really weird, but whatever. I'm not. I'm gonna sit here and fight skin my character's look here for a minute. I like a good old power back more than anything, so that's exactly what I'm gonna build. Is a good old power back. Okay. Continue. Boom. Now, I forget. Okay, so showdown the league, which is their superstar mode. Okay, force team selection off. Don't know what team I'm gonna get. I'm a Bengals fan. I hope I get the Bengals, but I more likely will not. There are for settings. I'll use the league. Okay, skill level. I'll sit at pro. I'm not gonna play all pro or all Madden. Simulation, that's more accurate. Injury on. Quarter length. They're gonna be 15 minutes. The stream of this might be relatively long. On minimum claim lock time, that's fine. Boom.
Welcome to Maddencast. I'm RC. That's Channing Crowder, and that's Fred Taylor. We're here to answer all of your questions about Cap. Will he be a bust or a superstar?
Everything I've seen from him on the field and the things I've heard about how hard he grinds, RC, it feels to me that he can be the next superstar.
I believe he's a bust, and I don't know how y'all can say this young kid is about to be that dude very quickly.
Listen, we build guys up quick. It's just the nature of the business. And from what we've seen of him in college, I don't think it's out of the question to say he's next in line.
We all know and played with guys that balled in college, went to the league, and couldn't meet expectations.
Now, that's a long list. A list as long as the guys that Freddie T left in the dust.
And Cap's the next one on that list.
Well, the Combine will tell us a little bit more that we need to know about this prospect.
But when we get out of Indy, I'll reevaluate. But right now, I'm not sold on Cap.
Well, Chan, you know what they say? They say stars are created, not born. And we'll be here from start to finish on Madden.
Hey, Cap.
Hey, Nat.
Man of the hour has arrived. Bet you're excited to finally get on the field tomorrow.
I'm ready, Nat. I've been preparing for this moment my entire life, ever since I set my eyes on a football. Day in, day out. Now, I'm ready to put on a show.
Listen, I have no doubts about what you're gonna do tomorrow. Hey, just remember, everything you say off the field and everything you do on the field will account for you moving either up or down teams' draft boards.
Only up. Believe me, no other option.
Only up, exactly. All you gotta do is focus on balling out. And in the background, I'll be building your brand.
Appreciate you being on my team.
Of course. Hey, make sure you get some rest.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the Combine.
Alright, so NFL Combine. Here we go.
Welcome back to coverage of the NFL Draft Combine. The running backs are in action here today, and right out in front there, leading the rest of the backs onto the field, is one of the most intriguing prospects in this year's draft. Even after a junior season with over 2,000 total yards and 27 touchdowns, there are still some scouts who question whether Cap is a legitimate day one starter in the NFL. How things go today will definitely impact the way things play out on
Alright,
draft
here we
night.
go.
Yo, what's up, Brooke?
Hey, Chad, what you doing here, man? You making a comeback or something?
For the record, I still had the best feet in the league right now if I got that call. But nah, man. EA wants me evaluating you rookies every step of the way to get your rating looking right.
Oh, well, listen. Let me save you some time. 99 right out the gate. Come on, let's make a little history, Chad.
Child, please. That ain't happening. I've already got an OVR in mind for you, but depending on how you perform today, I might be able to toss you some skill points.
Well, listen. Get your skill points and your popcorn ready, Chad.
Alright. So 14 to 20 reps. Now, I have done this before. I am not the best at this combine, if you per se. So this first bit, a little bit, will be more just watching the combine, a lot of cutscenes. So it'll be a minute, but yeah. "20 reps, that's not bad. See what I placed on the group. Number 8. I'll take it, you know. Rank 8 out of 17. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Versus expected grade A. Okay, you know. Okay, 40-yard dash. Okay, I am not good at this one. Like I said, I have played Superstar before. I do know. Okay, gotta mash R2, L2. Dig deep. And keep going. That's not bad, actually. I'm usually a lot worse than that. I'm not a speed back, though. I'm built for, yeah. Oh, I'm not 8 again. Out of the top 17. Broad jump. Oh, great. This is the one I'm the worst at, probably. Right, press. Come on. Yeah. And I'm not going to be retrying that one. I had tried that before. When I retry it, I know I'm not going to do well on that. There's no... So I'm not even going to try about it. Rapid press. Cut. I messed that up. That's fine. Oh, grade A anyways. Okay, cool.
Come on, set.
Okay.
Ready.
I think it's this way.
Let's go. Ready.
There we go. There's another one.
Set. Let go. Yes. Yeah. On the set. Hut, hut.
There you go.
Ready.
Running back route tree. Okay.
There we go. There we go. On the ready. Well done. Okay. Well done. Yeah.
There we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Let's go now. Go.
There we go. 8 out of 8 on that.
Well, this is about what we expected to see from Cap here today. No heads were turned by this performance, but it's hard to imagine his draft stock taking a hit either. Another day of coverage here in Indianapolis.
That
and it's still anyone's guess how things
long
will play
jump
out
is
in
what
Kansas
got me.
City on draft night.
Hey there, my man.
Man, you putting in a lot of hours. So tell me, how'd I do?
Listen, I'm glad you asked. Look, I know you've been at it all day, but we got one more game to play. Guess your rating. So tell me, Rook, what do you think your OVR is going to be in Madden 24?
I think I'm at a 75, but not for long. I'll be getting better every day.
Hey, I appreciate the modesty. Not the case with most rookies.
All right, so what's my grade then? And hey, what about those skill points you were talking about?
Well, based on your performance today, I'm going to give you a little something that can boost your rating.
I'll take it. But hey, it's only a matter of time till I hit that 99, Chad.
All right, well, handle your business then, fam. It's all on you.
Chad Johnson. Okay, combine interview. No, I don't do this usually. So I'm going to decline it. It's just a bunch of Madden trivia. And if I'm going to be honest with you, see no point in it. There's the Madden cast.
Welcome to Madden Cast here in Indy, and Freddie T, your boy showed out today.
That's right, RC, he did. But I just want to know what Channing has to say.
So if you notice a little Madden cast in the little right side underneath my name and OVR.
Today, but there's workout warriors and there's ball players. I got to see which one he is.
Here we go.
I'm not hating, y'all. I'm not hating. He did well, but we have to see it on the field. I'll give him his flowers for Indy.
You better.
We're done at the Combine, but Madden Cast will be back after the draft.
You had all A's except that one, so yeah, I think I did all right. Not bad, but not amazing.
We've got the next generation of NFL stars waiting to hear their names
Here we
called.
go.
And this is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable first rounds in recent memory.
Big day's finally here. Can't beat that draft night feeling.
Hey, life is good, Natalie. I'm at the NFL draft. Pretty crazy knowing my whole life is about to change.
It is crazy, but you've earned it. And to give you some perspective on this moment and mentorship throughout the season, I brought you a surprise guest who might even help you loosen that death grip you got on your phone.
Oh, you noticed.
Did I? Wow, perfect timing. Hey.
What's up, boss? Coach Prime. Man, you know what? It's really nice to meet you. After seeing what you did at the combine, I knew I had to reach out. Fortunately, we got a mutual friend.
So tell me, right out the gate, any advice for me? I mean, nobody better than Coach Prime to help me take it to the next level.
Well, you got to relax first and foremost. Enjoy the night, but as soon as it's over, we back to work.
And as a two-sport athlete and successful college coach, I think he speaks from experience.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be here to celebrate you, but I'm also going to challenge you. So tell me what you're going to be working on as soon as you hit the facility.
I want to keep improving on what I'm already great at, to separate myself from everybody else.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that. Now, you know I keep it 100 at all times.
Deal.
Well, listen, it's about that time. Draft's about to start.
Only a matter of time, Cap.
And whoever's watching, welcome to the stream. I saw you join
I got
there.
a feeling you won't be waiting much longer.
I'm playing for those of you who don't know quite yet, I'm playing a 7 foot, 300 pound bruising running back. Skip it to end. I'll continue. Yes, I'll play skill points. Now, I do want a lot into carrying, especially. So, don't want to worry about that. That breaking tackles. This is what I want to put as many skill points as I can into. Because that's going to be my whole thing, is breaking tackles. Ability slot bronze, shake it off. Breaking tackle at 90. Okay, what else can I do in breaking tackle here? So boom, that'll increase it to goal, which is increased chance to break tackle. Yeah, okay. 96 OVR there. I want to get that. I want to get trucking. I want to get my primary stuff I'm going to use for play the Madden cast again for you guys, so you guys can see that. Because I did watch that every single time.
Freddie T, your boy fell out of the top 10. How you feeling about that?
I feel okay, but there are gonna be some GMs who lose their jobs by making this career-defining mistake.
Those same GMs and their scouts have done their due diligence and watched the show. And listen to me. I'm telling you, this kid is not a cornerstone of a championship team.
No, Channing. When he's holding that sticky Lombardi, this clip will come back and go viral.
Hey, Chad, anything to build your brand, and we'll keep building our brand on MaddenCast.
Okay, contract signing. Here we go. Anytime MaddenCast pops up, I'm gonna do my best to go ahead and try to play it for y'all.
It's good to see you again.
Likewise, Mr. Hunter.
Look, we got some great times ahead of us, but let's get some business out of the way first. Good with you?
Absolutely.
Since we met back in March after the combine, we've been hoping we have this opportunity to get you here full time.
I felt the same way. This is where I wanted to be.
Good. So, the terms of the deal are what we discussed earlier in the week. But I'll tell you what, why don't you take a look at the contract one last time before we sign?
So I'm playing with the Eagles, 2.34 million value, 4 years. You know what? Again, I'm okay with that. First round draft pick. Oh yeah, I'm definitely down with this. Signed with the Eagles.
All right, I think we're all good.
Yeah, all good.
One of my first times playing Superstar, I only made it to, I think it was round 4.
Let's get to it.
So, I'll take a round 1 any day.
Let me be the first one to formally welcome Cap, not only to our city and this amazing organization, but to a brotherhood that is the NFL.
Honored to be here. I'm ready to rep this city.
Let's make it official. Get a picture of you two.
Take your left, Cap.
Mr. Hunter, over here.
Over here, Cap. Looking good, Cap.
Alright, weekly activities. You don't know if y'all played Madden, you know what this is. You do one every week here. Awareness. Yeah, I'll take awareness game night. Okay, complete. So on field drill. Let's work out. That's fine because I hit this while I'm over here. Ability next 2 games. That's always. And I'm going to simulate all these just to save you guys some trouble there, because it's already going to be grindy as crap with me. So that's why I want to be saving you guys as much as possible here. Now, play preseason game. So current standings, yeah, you see the. Okay, I don't know who's in the NFC. So Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, and Commanders. Okay. Philadelphia Eagle. Boom. Ready to go here. And we're probably doing a run-heavy offense. Because I'm going to try to keep it interesting for you guys. Run heavy or...
Week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Eagles and the Ravens, next on Madden Football.
Number 0.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good.
All right, here we go.
The Eagles offense, after a long summer, getting ready to go for the first time here in the preseason. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie running back.
And this is going to be his first run-through with his new team. He's got a real opportunity, I think, to be an impact player this year. So he'll be looking to do some positive things in the time that he's going to be out there here in this first preseason.
All righty, let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Okay.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Pretty good work there on the carry. And, Charles, you think about it, these starters are only going to get a quarter or so here in this first preseason game. So not many chances for a new running back to show what he can do.
So you make them count. Have a good carry each time they call your number, but also when they don't call your number, carry out your proper assignments. Whether you're blocking, swinging out of the backfield for a pass, just do the right things.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty third.
Yeah, that's what a power back's for.
That's why you draft him.
On first down, Hammer. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Okay, here goes again. Come on, come on. There I go.
Hammer. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, breaking into field with extra defense.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Go with this.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Dan's going to skip the rest of this game because it's the preseason, so we're not going to end up playing this.
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree we like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season.
All right. Applying my skill points. Do I have the ability? Yes. So again, I'm going to develop breaking tackle. Do I have an X Factor just yet? Freight train. Alright, here goes again. Madden Cat. That's the same one we just saw. Okay. Advance to...
Yeah, man,
Advance
didn't see
week.
that coming. Woo.
Almost scared to put advance for the regular season, which I could easily do. But then you don't get the... the little bit of XP rewards you do get from the preseason, which is why I'm doing it. Playing the first half. Okay. Yeah, as a power back, I won't probably be doing anything fancy, but, you know, still cool.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Browns and the Eagles under the lights on Thursday night.
Yeah, I still can't imagine trying to tackle a 7-foot, 100-pound running back. That would suck. I used to play football when I was in high school.
And tonight we've got a preseason matchup. Taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win.
Okay, continue playing.
The Eagles offense getting prepared to go to work here in the second week of the preseason.
Here we go.
And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back.
And he had a few moments in that first preseason game that made you sit up and take notice. And that's what you're looking for when you're with a new organization. Start compiling some of those moments and let this coaching staff know that you're a guy to be trusted.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Pretty good work there on the carry. And, Charles, this is the week 2 of the preseason, where we'll really see this first unit stay out there likely for the entire first half. So a good chance for a new running back to make an impression.
And really lock in on what his offensive linemen like to do, really get into the rhythms of their movements when they pull and trap and try and read them and get in sync, as well as take multiple carries. Because you want to get ready for the season. You'll want the ball as much as possible. Here's where you start to build up your stamina.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
4th and inches, I'd go
for
for
that
it.
Strategy there, Brent.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
I'll try to get 4 broken
the first
tackles.
drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing,
Trying to cut that upfield, and it don't matter.
It's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, Hammer, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A the middle they go. Hammer, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
On second down now. Hammer, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. See if they can do better here on this drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Oftentimes broken tackles are his specialties. Put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Hammer. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Yup.
2nd and 4.
Yeah, I don't talk a lot when I play Madden.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Hammer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 36. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, Hammer. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
116 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Hammer, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On first down, Hurts. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
There we go.
A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles will take the lead.
Welcome to the stream, whoever that is. Welcome. I'm playing a 7-foot losing running back for my superstar mode. So in case you guys don't know, you missed the first part of the game stream, so that's what's going on. So, welcome. And I'm currently in the 2nd game of preseason, so my character's only going to be playing the first half. Next game will be the first time where I'm going to play the full thing.
It's a very simple mission anytime you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season.
Skip to end there. Continue. Yes. If I have 2 or 3, I'm going to try to upgrade my break tackle again. If not, I might go with something else. I only have 1. Okay. So, when I want to go for ball carrier vision, that might be a good one. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. So, here we go. Okay. Here you go. Plays preseason game. Here you go. Unstoppable force, freight train, shut down max security. Okay. Quentin and Jonathan. Jonathan is going to be pretty good. He's a good running back. In my opinion, I know he's all right. So, that'll be good. Oh, it's raining too. Okay.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Colts and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal. Day of the preseason. We've got a real matchup on tap, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters...
Great. Here we go.
The Eagles offense ready to go here in this final tune-up before the start of the regular season. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie running back.
And he's going to get one more run-through here in this final week. He's done enough at this point to earn the job as the starter. So this is all about working on technique and getting a few more reps under his belt.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A pretty nice run there. And here we are, Charles, so close to the regular season. Some teams want to take it easy in this third game. Not these guys. We're going to see if this running back is indeed the guy. And they say that he'll stay out there likely for the entire first half.
But they really want to fine-tune
there we
things.
Go.
They really want things to be humming when the season kicks off for real. And in addition, it's a quiet message as well. We compete every snap, every game. You better come prepared to play us.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll be 2nd and 9.
That closed on me real quickly.
On this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place. Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now back to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Come on. Here we go.
On second.
Good block, everybody.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's doing his.
Here we go. 2nd quarter, yeah.
They'll run on 1st down. Hammer. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Eagles are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Can someone block that guy? That'd be real nice, please.
Forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Real nice for someone to block right now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
He's still on his feet. He may go.
Touchdown! 70 yards.
There we go.
The Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
There we go.
And out now come the Eagles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Hands it off out of the gun. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, down, and he's in.
There we go.
Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Yep, that's the point. I'm gonna be able to
be
relied on and get a lot of carries.
Heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
I was going to try to see if I can some run play, but looks like you're right.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And he's going to get this.
There we go. Breaking tackle.
Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, Hammer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
63.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gambled with a running play. And boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
That sucks.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Welcome to the stream.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
How you
guess
doing?
It kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Hammer. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. A quick throw here out to Brown. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hammer.
There we go.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So 2 tries from the 2, and they remain at the 2.
And now I'm thinking RPO, what they call run-pass option. Don't just make it a simple running play. Give them a chance. Put in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make something happen.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
But this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Okay, it looks like they're not going to play me in this 3rd quarter. That's fine. 3rd quarter, I don't care.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to the stream, whoever's watching. Welcome. There we go. Upgrade my ball carrier vision again.
All right, let's hurry it up, fellas.
Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, see here. I'll go to the home drill mini game. I'll simulate it anyways. It don't matter. More break tackles, yes. Oh, we start with a bye week. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. Here we go. That's fine. Three people still watching. Best I've had in a minute. And I'm gonna look at that Madden cap here in a minute. Madden cast. Extra recovery. Okay, here we go. There's the Madden cast for everybody.
Welcome back to Madden Cast, and it's week 1. Freddie T, I know you can't wait to see your favorite rookie take flight.
RC, that's right. I've been saying it since the combine. Cap is the best player in this class and down the line.
I think this man is in for a rude awakening. The lights are going to be so bright, I think they're too bright for Rook.
And if it's not, you gonna come around?
Fred, proof's in the pudding. Prove it to me, and I believe it.
Pro Ball is a new challenge for all rookies, not just Cap. Will he be a superstar or will he be a bust? Find out later on MaddenCast.
Play season game. Here we go.
The Eagles offense ready to go here in the Sunday night opener to this new season. And the one to watch is going to be this man, their rookie running back. He's been entrusted with a heavy workload for a rookie, but he appears to be ready for the challenge.
I got to watch him play a few times last year in person. I got to watch him on film. Saw him in the postseason All-Star games. Yeah, they're putting a lot on this young guy, but I think he's more than up to the task. He could be special.
A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. Well, this really an interesting matchup here in week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
Yeah, no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? In New England, they're still upset over that call. But, hey, this game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in the Super Bowl. They want to really get after him in this one.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Juwan Bentley there to get him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it?
Come on,
Want to
baby.
impose their will on the defense? Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
And he will take this one in.
There we go.
Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener.
And that's a nice reward right there. The first game with his new team, and he winds up in the end zone. They're expecting big things from him this season, and he delivers on day 1.
Here we go.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Up the middle they go. Hammer bulldozes past him. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press much.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
There you go. Going right over him.
A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
Throw too much. I'm going to play one pass player.
We haven't even
pass
gone away
just
from halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
157 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. First throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll get that 5 yards on the
drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2.
Come on. Come on.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Come on, come on.
They'll run on 1st down. Hammer pushes him aside at the 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
There we go.
Great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. So what a debut we've got going here, Charles. His 1st ever NFL game, and that 3 touchdowns now on the ground.
I know this organization thought they'd found a winner, but I can't imagine anyone thinking the results would come quite this fast.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good.
And just a reminder for anyone watching, this is on pro level. I don't play on all pro or all Madden a lot anymore. I used to. But I wasn't going to put it on rookie. But it is on pro. That's why I was like, just a reminder, this feels like oh, crap.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer fights off the defender. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
231 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On second down now. Hammer, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. On first down, Hammer, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Up the middle they go. Hammer. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Right back to him on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Anthony Jennings in that time defensively. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Hammer. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they were.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, sorry I'm not talking a lot. This game there's not a lot to, in my opinion, really to talk about for Madden.
Hammer. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll run on 1st down. Hammer. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Hammer. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are closing in on a... The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Up the middle they go. Hammer. And they'll get this down to the 10. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences, and he is into the end zone.
There
Touchdown,
we go.
Philadelphia. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Yep, I'll take cap things off any day.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And really, you can't have a better situation than this. 1st and goal at the 1.
Tiger Swamp, Tiger Swamp.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an
Yeah, that was
touchdown.
a real good field goal.
Taking it in from
Field
a yard
yardage.
out.
And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Well, you knew if they were in range, they would just keep feeding him the ball. And there you go, Charles. How about 5 rushing touchdowns in a debut? Incredible.
And how lucky and fortunate are we to be here to witness this. What a way to get started.
There we go. Continue playing.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st down, Hammer. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down now, Hammer. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Nope.
They'll run him on 3rd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Mix it up.
Almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Well, that's the game, by the way. 58-13. Oh, yeah, that's a...
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build.
Finish the game. Yay me. Playing skill points. Yep, I'll do it. Got one, okay. Ball carrier. Yeah, I'll go that way. I'll do that. 2020. Here we go.
Welcome to MaddenCast, and it's the start of a new season, and Fred is pumped for his boy Cap. He had a great rookie debut.
That's right, RC. My favorite rookie. Didn't take long to prove that he is an impact player.
Prove what? It was one game. I had a good game every now and again.
Just say you were impressed by what Cap did today.
Today, it was good. I was impressed today, but I'm not ready to send him to Canton.
Come on, I'm not saying that.
You don't have to send him to Canton, but he did have an excellent debut. For more on Cap down the road, tune in to MaddenCast.
Okay, that's the rushing attack machine. Why not? Here we go.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. And we'll get to see the Eagles bruising running back. He couldn't have been better last week. Simply an incredible rushing performance. It's the Eagles and the Vikings on Thursday night.
Yep, the bruising came back. Oh yeah.
From the Delaware River, we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady
Second
rain
game
falling
already
at Lincoln
in the season
Financial
where
Field.
one in preseason, one now. Both of them went live on field. All right.
The Eagles offense getting set to go fresh off a victory in week 1. And the one we'll be watching is this man at running back. He had the game to end all games last week, did he not? I mean, every time we looked up, it seemed like he was in the end zone.
And let's face it, I didn't want to look up. I was enjoying what I was seeing on the field. Now, it's highly unlikely that he does it again, that type of a game. But maybe a couple of touchdowns? I think that's within reach.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down, Hammer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle.
Got it.
Hammer. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Hammer on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Gain of 11. I'll take it any day.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Hammer. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away.
Knocked out.
I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. Hammer. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he'll get it out to midfield. He'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And the Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Now a give, right side. Hammer, able to fight through one tackle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
I'm playing as number 0 on the Eagles.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down now.
Hammer. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hammer, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer, bowls over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's all good.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hammer. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to throw sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And good work there in open space. So he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go.
Hammer, and he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st down, Hammer, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards.
This will probably be the last game I play in this stream today.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it. That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now a handoff up the middle.
Hammer, and he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 224 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to...
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is north of 200.
Okay.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
On 3rd down, Hammer, and shutting him off down the field. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 10 more there and another first down. Up the middle they go. Hammer, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And brought down the man before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hands it off out of the gun. Well, he tackled it.
How'd he grab me?
Shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Let's go for it, guys. No point not. Okay. I'm going to call that. That's fine.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
There's the stiff arm. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Hammer. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Boy, did that one on his own, didn't he? How about using that low center of gravity, plenty of force, a lot of leg drive, breaking a tackle there, and picks up a first down on 3rd down.
And just shutting it off there. Still fighting. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in for the Eagles touchdown. A great play there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will take a knee here.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are, looking at 2-0 right now. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
They'll run again.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
There we go.
So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game, too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did.
All right. Well, let's see what if Madden Cast says anything real quickly. Advance the week and then skip to end like I usually do here. Continue. Yes, I'll go ahead and apply skill points. Please be more than one. It's only one. Okay, that's fine. Vision takes 2, so I can't do that. Screw it. I'll go to that right there. I'll develop my trucking bit. Do I have a silver? I think I do. Core abilities here. I have. I guess I'll clip that for now. Okay, again.
Welcome to MaddenCast, and Freddie T, your boy ran wild this weekend.
Yeah, RC, that was a total statement game for him. He put all the doubters out there on notice, especially Channing.
Yeah, you know, there's not much I can be critical about this week at least. That's the type game every running back dreams of.
Come on, Chan, you still got a little hate. After a performance like that, you gotta let the man be.
You jumping on the train, you can have my seat. Great running backs struggle to string together games like that.
Well, maybe not with those sorts of numbers, but we can see the dominance and explosion out there, so get used to it.
Well, that remains to be seen, but you can see it all here on MaddenCast.
All right, now let's advance the week, and then, as always, guys, if you're watching this, please consider following on Twitch and liking the video, subscribing when this does end up coming out on YouTube. So, that's it. Thank you, and have a good day.